Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Fab's in the house and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm in the house with this fantastic one over here. I have the JG Scout here with me for a review. We're gonna analyze the look, the sound and the feel of this bad boy. But first of all, let me say a big thank you to my buddy Liam for lending me this guy, so I'm able to share my thoughts with you. And second of all, don't forget to like this video. Maybe if you're in a good mood, yeah, you can consider to subscribe to this channel as well. So let's check it out. Size-wise, this guy is going to be 7.5 inch long overall in length with a 3-inch long cutting edge and 4.4-inch long handle, which that translates into centimeters 19 for the overall length, 7.7 for the cutting edge and 11 centimeters for the handle. Let's quickly check how this guy's comparing up against a couple options. Here you've got Ontario Red number 2 and up here Ontario Red number 1, and yeah, we are right in the middle. And then underneath here you've got Benchmade bug out and mini bug out right over there. So you can see that this guy is not like a huge knife. I mean, the bug out is pretty small and the Scout is a little bit bigger than the regular bug out. From Spyderco, you can appreciate here the Spyderco Para 3 and the Paramilitary 2. And you can see that, yeah, the Scout is pretty much the same size. I would say a little bit bigger than the Para 3. Another couple options, pretty popular. We've got large Sebenza, small Sebenza 21 and large Sebenza 21 by Reeve Knives. And again, we've got the Scout surpassing in size a little bit the Sebenza. Let me show you another couple from France. Here we've got that's the Fontenay-le-Pateau La Gouillole Nature, and this is another Fontenay-le-Pateau that is the Laitière Nature. And that is about it. Let me show you actually these couple beauties I've got. Here is the Chicago Custom Division Quantum Bronze, and you've got the Neon NL, also some carbon fiber goodness to go along with this Scout, because this is a pretty cool knife, guys. South African Jason Guthrie or Guthrie. This is the Scout, made in South Africa. It's a custom knife. It's not a cheap one. Depends on secondary market price, of course. And this is a really, really lightweight, everyday carry knife, and that's the intention behind with which this knife was intended. And it's a really, really cool one, guys. You've got a very unique look. I mean, the handle, it's pretty recognizable. You have an outline that is unique. You've got these pedals. You've got, of course, this is copper infused carbon fiber scale, 3D milled, and the accent are pretty glittering and looking really good. You've got some external chamfering going on. Not so much internal chamfering. There's no internal skeletonization. You have, like when closed, I mean, the look is pretty unique. You've got this kind of like harpoon sticking out, and then you have like the Warncliffe blade like going down like this way. And I mean, the thumb stud and the unique jimping, it's a pretty recognizable shape. For sure when closed. And if you just flick this guy open, you're gonna notice that there is some amazing milling going on in this area. Really, really nice. Because that's going to be like perfect for your index finger. It's leaving a little bit of the lock bar exposed, so you can just disengage it and just close it like that. Really, really cool. Finger groove, fantastic. You've got just like two aluminum standoffs here. There's no backspacer, so they keep the weight down a little bit. I mean, these are, yeah, just aluminum. You've got very, very simple construction, 2 screws which are not protruding, and they're gonna need a T6 to get disassembled, and a T8 for the pivot screw right over here, and you're pretty much done. Hardened steel stop pin right over there, which is gonna be it's gonna be in contact with the blade when you just deploy the blade like that. And then you've got pretty much the tip of the blade, it's like really safely, and like you can see it right over there, like no way you can touch it. It's really recessed down there. Actually, it's stealing a little bit of real estate from the handle, and you know, handle to blade ratio is not ideal. You can see like 3 inches, but the handle is pretty long, so it's not the best optimization for the real estate, but still it's pretty good because this blade shape is so cool. You've got there's like a tungsten insert on the lock bar, and that is like fantastic. It's maybe you can see it from this point of view, because there's no over travel stop bar in this one, so you can actually risk to over extend the lock bar, but you can maybe see from this angle right in here you actually have a tungsten insert, like at the end of the lock bar, making contact with the tang of the blade, and it's like a tungsten carbide insert which is fitted into the lock face, and it's I think it's around 90 HRC, so super hard, and you know, there's no lock wear that's gonna happen, and of course lock rock, the vertical lock rock like that is just gone, it's eliminated. So, and of course lock stick as well. So really cool feature that you have in this South African custom. Really cool. And then you've got a titanium pocket clip, tip-up carry only. It's simple, you know, it's 2D, it's just a slab of titanium bent, but I have to say, it has a very nice springy tension. It's absolutely functional, in and out of the pocket, no issues whatsoever. This much of the knife is gonna be sticking out from your pocket, and honestly, it's not the most attractive pocket clip in my opinion, but it's functional, it works. It's not reversible, by the way. You can not mount it on this side, and it's just tip-up carry only, basically. So it's just gonna stay there. And then you've got this blade, M390 steel, nice jimping, really effective. It's not too sharp, there's not too much bite on this one, but it's effective, it's functional, it works. And then you can also do like a more advanced grip and take advantage of this dimple right over here, kind of like pre-harpoon, to use with your thumb, and it's just gonna be fantastically placed like that. Really cool. And then you've got this harpoon, and this area is just fantastic. Look at that. And then you've got the harpoon going on, and ship's foot, but check the, like, look at this. You see how, look at that, look how it's done. Really cool grind, symmetrical, and just comes down. You see, like, it doesn't just stop here, it just goes all the way down to the tip, where you meet, like, I would say like 50% barely actually, and straight edge up to the sharpening choil, where you see like this hand rub satin blade. Really cool contrast. Nicely done. The swedge over here is vertical, this is horizontal, creating a nice contrast. You've got, of course, a thumb stud, which are just perfectly functionally working like is it supposed to be. You've got a sterile looking blade. There's nothing written on it except on the pocket clip like that, and I truly appreciate this effort to keep the design clean. I mean, it's just like, you know, you don't need anything. That's classy, love it. And then you've got full flat grind and extremely thin behind the edge stock. So let me just check right over here. Overall thickness is 0.1295, and let's check this guy here. Look at that, guys, this is insane. 0.0085 behind the edge. This is a super slicer. It's incredibly slicey and thin behind the edge. It's just gorgeous. It's insane. And then you've got the sound. You have kind of like a double clicky action. Hear this. click, 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 click. You have like when the detent breaks, a little click, and then when you hit the stop pin, really, really gentle, sweet. It's not loud, nice, clicky. It's unique. It's a really unique sound. When you close this knife, it's so gentle, like you don't even realize. Look at that. Like breaking the detent is really cool, but when you close it, boom, it's fantastic, unobtrusive. Super pleasant sound. Also, what is super pleasant about this guy is the weight, because this has been developed trying to create a super lightweight knife, like for EDC. And look at that, 2.74 ounces in the pocket. This guy is gonna disappear. You're not gonna even notice. Also, the grip is really good. There's no sharp edges whatsoever. This groove here works like wonders. The lock bar is pretty easy to disengage. There's no jimping going on. The only jimping you're gonna find is on the spine of the blade, but nonetheless, you're gonna be able to disengage the lock bar pretty easy, straightforward. You're not gonna have any finger soreness from disengaging the lock bar or just flicking the knife open, because it's just that good. I mean, it's pretty much flawless for the the grip is just great. You can even do a reverse grip. It's gonna be pretty cool because your pinky kind of like stays here, and look at that. It feels great in the hand. It's nice and balanced, actually, I have to say. You see, that's kind of like the midpoint. It feels not like super, you see, like there's a little bit of flex because the standoff is a little bit in a distal position from the pivot, and therefore you're gonna have a little bit of flex, but because of these holes and because of the contouring, you are not gonna have any slippery situation in the handle, because it's gonna be pretty grippy, actually. So that's very good, even if the surface is kind of smooth. There's not really much texture going on, but still, because of the groove, because of the holes and the jimping, it feels solid in the hand. Feels like it's not gonna go anywhere. Also, there's no rattling when shaken. This guy is very, very well put together. I see nothing wrong. Everything is flush. Everything is just in the right place. It's well put together. You've got, there's like no blade play, no lock rock, nothing going on in this one. And it's that good. I mean, it's so simple because it's a very, very simple construction. I mean, you have carbon fiber, you have titanium, you have a nicely done in a simple way. I mean, a knife, but with some character. It's like a unique one, and that's what I appreciate from this guy, because it's unique. You can recognize it immediately. And also, I love the action, because you see, this guy is running on Teflon washers, and you see, as soon as you disengage the lock bar like that, you're gonna have the blade just wanting to go down. But you keep this guy in the vertical position. No, you need just a little wiggle to close this guy in, to have the blade in the closed position. But it's like a gentle wiggle. It's smooth. It feels really, really good. You have a medium to light detent because, of course, it's just a thumb stud, and it's so smooth when you deploy this guy. Like you can't really believe it's that smooth. Like Teflon washers have been re-evaluated by me for this guy, because I was like, yeah, no, Teflon washers, no way. Actually, it is really smooth to open. It's really pleasant to close. It's a very, very cool knife under different aspects. I mean, looks obviously cool. I love the blade shape, super slicer. I'm not a fan of the holes, but I like the copper dust in the carbon fiber. Cool sound and pretty awesome action. So there you have it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned.